You told us to stop. It's like,
Oh, come on, 3 of us. We'll
get ready for karate.
Nolan, you got them. Come on.
Ah, yeah.
Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is crap. I'm sorry, this game sucks. You know, the trailers originally had me thinking like, whoa, maybe this will be the Dragon Ball Z game we've all been waiting for. Even me as a casual Dragon Ball fan had a little bit of excitement. Just a tinge of, hey, this might be decent. And in typical Bandai video game fashion, it sucked.
Your fantasies can't ever be quenched, can they?
We will never relive the golden age of PlayStation 2 Dragon Ball and Gundam games. They're long gone, like your hopes and dreams, like the one woman you ever loved, like the chance you had to make something big happen, but you didn't, and you failed. And you still remember and think about it. What if I had done this differently? My life could have been something else. And in all actuality, you didn't, so now you're screwed and you're sitting here listening to me. That's just how the game is played. Welcome. This is your life. It's ending 1 minute at a time, and Dragon Ball Z Kakarot absolutely sucks. Unless you are drinking the Dragon Ball Kool-Aid. And when I say you're drinking the Kool-Aid, I mean you're running around with some sort of Dragon Ball clothing paraphernalia, the turtle hermit sign on your back, and you do a couple poses. Every now and then when you're alone, you go, Kamehameha, like an asshole, hoping no one else in the apartment heard you. But secretly, you reveled in it. Sometimes you sit there and think, I'm going to get into better shape and learn martial arts because Goku's inspired me. But in all actuality, it doesn't matter how much you bench press. You will never, not never, ever break a boulder that's 20 tons. Get over it, sunshine. Get into the real world. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot blows my dick in the absolute worst way. Like a hooker with bad teeth and hooked to mescaline. It's a terrible nightmare of gaming. This isn't a script, I just made it up. This is how discontent I am with the game. The optional side stories are absolute dretch. It's like fetch questing crap. It means nothing. Uh-oh, yeah, Jirobi has challenged me. We're going to fish. With Goku's fake tail that Bulma made him so he could do fishing. I've never seen this in the anime ever. But I guess they had to pad the game. The developers sat there and said to myself, oh no, we have a game that is, I went from Asian to like Italian. Doesn't matter. We make it a game. It's a whole bunch of world and there's nothing in it. For a whole split second, I thought, hey, this is kind of cool. There are people walking around. There's cars flying and going. And there's wild animals that aren't really that wild. Like literally you can run up to a deer and catch it with the greatest of ease. It's trash. It's literally like a kid's game. I really originally thought this was going to be like, not Dragon Ball Legends. Because that was a Japanese import game that ironically I had more fun playing than I did playing this. Sadly. And that had so much less to it. But there was like a Dragon Ball Z game about Goku where you wandered around and it was actually an RPG for the Game Boy. And it was actually good. I enjoyed that. Why didn't they make something like that for this? Instead, it's like a big-ass Toonami episode, really? First of all, you start off playing too much as Gohan. It sucks ass. Gohan sucked as a kid. You know, the characters suck so much now. Gohan had one point when he reached his teenage years. Remember, he was the first one to do Super Saiyan 2, the Gohan arc. Him and his father do the Command Wave and destroy Cell. That was like the high point of Gohan. The rest of this game, Gohan sucks like he does in Super. There was no Snake Way with Goku. How come we didn't do any Snake Way? You could have let us run on Snake Way for like maybe a minute or two. Goku falls off. He goes to hell. Remember that filler episode where he didn't challenge his people in hell and shit and he escapes, makes his way back to Snake Way? That would have been more interesting than running around as Gohan and picking apples, for God's sakes. The cutscenes are so boring that after a while, you fast forward through them. Thank God they gave you a fast forward thing. Why you couldn't skip it entirely, I don't know. You can watch the little movies, but then again, the movies, they kind of suck too. They're kind of cool to look at, but when you think about it, they're all watered down. They removed all the violence from it. All the violence in Dragon Ball Z, not in this game. You know, when the android throws his fist through Yamcha, it's not in here. Piccolo's special beam cannon blowing a hole through Raditz and Goku, not in here. You know what else they could have did? They could have threw the damn Dragon Ball Z movies in here. That would have been cool. Maybe that'll be the DLC. You know, Super Brawly and all the other stuff. But frankly, the game is so barren for content. They should have came up with something better than this. And what's with all this ball collecting? What the hell is this? Flying around collecting balls. I do not understand why they gave me a game mode that was fit for James Charles. I'm confused. It's almost like Sonic Adventures. Fly through these rings and catch the balls. Collecting in Dragon Balls? Waste of your time. I mean, you might need it to wish for more Z orbs to update your character, or wish for money so you could buy something to upgrade the training room, but frankly, the thing you're really going to be out there hunting for are those damn D medals. That's what they should have let me wish for. Then you're forced to like explore the world to look for the damn D medals. And then you got to do these stupid ass fight things, right? Now here's how stupid the game is. You can get the Dragon Balls and wish to fight past enemies. Why bother? When more often than not, I have to do a training thing in the damn game where I have to fight past enemies anyway. So why would I wish to fight them again? It makes no sense. I've already fought them like 20 times already. Just to get a super Kamea wave. And if you don't do these things, you don't get better attacks. You don't get better attacks. Fighting bosses will be a little bit more of a pain in the ass. Not much of one. In the sense of, if your ki blasts are weak, which makes no sense. Your ki blast can blow up a planet, but I'll be damned if Dodoria doesn't power through my Gallic gun and punch me in the face. It's stupid.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
You can still just punch enemies to death. And at some points in the game, I found that punching enemies was far more effective than a super Kamea wave or the Spirit Bomb. I'm not joking. Leveling up sucks dick. Grinding in the game is absolutely pointless. Flying around fighting enemies is absolutely pointless. Because if you just go through the story mode, it'll just level your character up to the right level anyway, so you're never too underpowered to actually progress in the story of the game. I really don't understand why it's labeled as an RPG. It's not. They should call it an action-adventure game with some extra bullshit thrown in. Meals are important, but, you know, God help you to try and get Chi-Chi to cook you a full meal because you gotta jump through these hoops to find special ingredients. I've flown all over the damn world looking for clams, and I guess I gotta go swim in the water and find them. Weirdly enough, you can only be underwater for so long holding your breath unless you're fighting. Then you can breathe underwater. Go figure, right? After certain points in the game, you'll be left to destroy stupid things like Frieza's ships, Red Ribbon Arby forts. Serves no purpose. You just look at them in first-person view mode in Ki Blast. Sensing other animals' keys is literally like the Witcher sense on roids. Everything glows certain colors. Your ability to sense ki is like having a personal scouter in your eyes. Iconic cutscenes being re-edited. I don't even know why, but I guess it's so the game can get a better rating, you know, E for everyone. I don't even know what this game's game rating is, but it has to be for kids. This is not the Dragon Ball Z game I was expecting. It's not the Dragon Ball Z game I wanted. The only reason anyone cares about this game is because it's got a great franchise attached to it. If this was a solo new intellectual property and it played like this with the horrible combat system, then the combat system is absolutely nothing. It is absolutely. Once you learn the basic mechanics, you can do just about anything as long as the enemy isn't too overpowered. And if the enemy is stronger than you, you're just going to get the crap kicked out of you. Horrible gameplay. World exploration is boring. Dragon Balls mean nothing. This whole thing is a big nothing sandwich. And it only costs you $59.99. But the Dragon Ball Z fan base is so dedicated to this damn franchise, they won't even look something horrible in the face and go, this sucks. And if you sit there and go, it sucks, and you're not a popular YouTuber, people want to dunk your head in a toilet and drown you in honor of the Saiyan race that they feel they were born from. No, you weren't. Saiyans are a fictional character. Akira Toriyama's whole character arc at this point, nothing makes sense. Power levels make sense. Nothing makes sense. Normal, Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3. Now we all pretend GT didn't exist. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan God Blue, Super Saiyan God Rose, Instant Instinct, Infinite Instinct, whatever the hell it's called. All trash. Before it made some semblance of sense, now it makes none. And this game is just perfect for that. I regret buying it, but I figured it would make a great review. Jesus Christ. Why even make a game like this? Like, how do you do this? Literally, the last Dragon Ball Z game, what was it? Dragon Ball Fighter? Good game. I just wish like the combo system was more complex like classic Guilty Gear. But then again, that's like saying, wow, I wish Street Fighter V was more like Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. It's never going to happen. They're going to dumb it down so the pros are forced to... It's a damn shame. It really is when I think about it. You're not going to have amazing fight game moments like Justin Wong versus Daigo. And Daigo is parrying a super perfectly. Those days are over. Now anyone can do it. This game is just disappointing. You go from fighter to this. How the hell did the team develop this game sit there and go, wow, Dragon Ball Fighter is actually decent and it's made people care a little bit more about Dragon Ball. What should we do next? Let's make another crappy Xenoverse-esque game. You know what they fucked up with Dragon Ball Fighter? It should have been cross-platform play. Then it would have lived longer. Now it's relegated to only professionals bothering with this trash. I mean, it's not trash, but for real. In this digital age, there's always something new. You got to keep people engaged. Dude, even the android fight with Vegeta, one of the best scenes. What was it? Was it 8? No, it had to be 19 or 20. I can't remember. Maybe it was like 19. Android 19's fighting Vegeta. And he grabs Vegeta's arms and starts stealing his energy, right? And then Vegeta just throws his feet in his face and rips his arms off. That's not in the game. He does that right before he does the Big Bang attack. In the game, the android doesn't even look beaten up. His hands are fine. And then Vegeta does a Big Bang attack and the android just forgets how to absorb power. Like, who decided to change this stuff? It throws the continuity all over the damn place. You know what they could have did? A mission where you because Vegeta took the damn capsule to go off into space to train. Why the hell wasn't there like a side mission where Vegeta was training in space and then he hit Super Saiyan? That could have been interesting. That could have been a point where you guys could have came up with new stories or at least something to fill the void to give you a better glimpse of Vegeta as a character as he transitioned. For God's sakes, Dragon Ball Z is a mess. I'm getting upset now. They're like, oh, we're going to give you this special extra Ginyu Force character that Akira Toriyama himself created. Man, really? This is the best you guys got for us? This extra pre-order bull? Jesus fucking Christ. I don't even know why I'm not cursing. This channel isn't monetized, so I can say what the hell I want. There's so much they could have did with this game. You know what else pisses me off? Once again, it has to do with how stupid the game is. The most your character gets is a little scuffed up in a fight. There's no bleeding at all. There's no blood in this game ever. You watch Dragon Ball Z episode, Vegeta bleeding from his eye. That didn't happen in this game. Anyway, you watch Goku fighting Raditz. He's in this full outfit. How come Goku didn't take off his shoes and stuff? Continuity, come on here. Would it have killed them? I mean, this game is so barren. The absolute bare minimum they could have done was care enough to give people that. Like, the ability to change your outfits maybe would have been cool. It would have been also cool if in the fight with Raditz, Goku gets his clothes ripped up. How come they didn't come up with a character model for that? They did, actually. But it's only for the cutscene. So they wouldn't even bother giving you that character model during the fight. You take a real big blast and like your character gets covered in the blast and your clothes gets ripped off. But they don't have to animate the clothes ripping off. The blast will be so bright you can't see. And oh no, Goku's clothes are ripped. Would have made sense. It would have been easy. Would have made people go, whoa. You know what else? The power balance crap. When Goku and Vegeta did the whole Gallic Gun versus Kamea wave in the Saiyan saga. You know what they did? If you get into a power blast of any other character in the game, they literally have the same Gallic Gun as Vegeta. And if you blow them away, they fly off into the light of the Kamea wave like Vegeta did. So Tien Shinhan's Tri-Beam, which we all know is yellow and triangular, turns into the damn Gallic Gun. And then when you beat Tien Shinhan, he has the same character animation as Vegeta. Really? You guys couldn't have come up with, 3 extra ones? For God's sakes, it's like, okay, just switch the character model. Who cares? This is basically a cash grab game. Honestly, it is. Like, this is a half-baked game that was just made to appease the most hardcore fans and children. and it's still trash. I remember someone defending it and going, well, it's got so much fan service. I don't care. I don't care. The fan service they give you means nothing. Oh, you talked to a character from Dragon Ball. Whoop-de-doo, let me jerk my nuts off. Let me go get him an apple. Wow, this is some fan service here, boy.